Hello, Michelle. What are we talking about on this episode today?
Okay, Lindsay, we are going to be talking about the word screams and how you can use it to draw links in English. Now, screams here, we're not talking about screams, right? We're talking about it in another way, right, Lindsay?
Yeah, I mean, as you become more native and natural, guys, this is a great way. This is kind of a Swiss Army knife, a way
Yes.
to draw these connections between people, places, things to actually have more interesting English conversations. So, Michelle, what should our listeners do before we get started with today's episode?
Make sure that you hit your subscribe button so you never miss a video. So enjoy the
Definitely.
episode.
All right, let's do it. Hello, Michelle. How's it going today? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. We are on YouTube today, guys. Today's episode is on YouTube as well as on the podcast. Every week or so, we try to take one of our episodes and we record it on video. So you could actually see us recording this episode if you wanted to on YouTube. So very cool.
Exactly. And guys, I mean, if you've been watching on YouTube, you know that Lindsay has fantastic hair.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank
Lindsay,
you.
I wanted to say, I mean, your hair just, to me, it screams Julia Roberts.
Oh, love that. I couldn't think of a better compliment. She's gorgeous.
Yes, absolutely.
She kind of has, wow, I can't believe you said that my hair screams Julia Roberts because, I mean, she's got, I think the color of her hair, though, is awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's naturally red. I'm assuming that's natural.
I don't know what it naturally is, but it's just those thick curls that you have. Like, I have curly hair too, actually, but they don't, doesn't come out like yours. That just doesn't happen. You've seen my hair on non-YouTube days, and it's sometimes it can be a bit of a fright fest.
Yeah, for the longest time, though, I was, my mom always said, being a good mother, she said, brush your hair every morning, but she didn't know that she was teaching me to brush out my curls. So up until the age of like 22, I had like more, not the curls weren't allowed to fly. Like I was like kind of stifling my curls. And then someone told me like, why are you brushing your hair? You can't brush curls. You shouldn't brush curls. So I stopped and I started just combing it in the shower or just kind of letting it go. And that's when the curls came out. So
but you must be a morning showerer then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
See, it doesn't work for me. I mean, I don't think it would work for me anyway, but I'm a night showerer. So I have to, so then like, it's just like, even if like, sometimes if I do shower in the morning or in the middle of the day for whatever reason, I'm like, oh, this is not, this could work. But then because I sleep on it, so that's why. But yeah, my son actually has curly hair.
Awesome.
Now, I don't know if I've sent you a picture recently, but it used to be straight, and I was like, why do I have a kid with straight hair? Because that's not me. And like,
it's not you.
Yeah. No. And but then the curls came out, and boy, did they ever. He's got those ringlets.
Fantastic. It's so funny. Yeah, in society, like we love curls. I don't know what it is, right? Like society just loves curls, but it does depend on the air where you are. On the East Coast. It just, your hair, for me, the hair will get a lot more volume out there. Whereas out here in Denver, oh my God, it's awful for your skin and hair. Great for your heart, lots of sun, lots of vitamin D, but not good for your hair and skin. It's very dry.
Interesting.
Anyways.
But what did I say? I said, I used a special term. I said your hair screams Julia Roberts. Screams. What in the world? What? Why would I say it screams Julia? Is your hair screaming?
No, I mean, it's the opposite of whispers, right? So you are saying it's so obvious that your hair, like your hair just makes me think of Julia Roberts immediately.
Right.
It's just like something is directly similar to. It's very obvious, very clear.
Right. Your hair looks so much like Julia Roberts' hair. Right. Exactly. So guys, we're going to get into more of how you can use scream today because it is very fun, very natural. I mean, do you use this, Lindsay?
Screams. Yeah, for sure. When I want to be very emphatic, I do. We're showing you guys ways to be emphatic, be interesting. Say something with conviction. You know what I mean? Don't dance around things. If you want to give someone a compliment, do it. Yeah.
Do it. Exactly. And guys, to hear more about Scream, head on over to episode 764, which is Shout It from the Rooftops. Learn the difference between shout, yell, scream, and squeal. So listen to that one.
It makes me think of the movie Scream from the 90s. Did you ever see that movie, Michelle?
Yeah, but as you know, I don't like scary movies.
Yes.
I don't like being surprised or scared in that way. So I didn't love it, but I did have a friend who forced me to see it. Yeah.
And then everyone wore those Scream masks for the longest time. Oh God, awful. Yeah.
I remember actually I visited, I mean, maybe from when you lived in LA, I remember when I visited, I guess was it the Grauman's Theater, and they have like all the characters.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, somewhere, wherever they have it. And I remember when I went, there was like a guy running around with that mask as one of the characters. And I'm like, why do I need this when I'm on vacation?
No, that should not be allowed. It shouldn't be allowed. It's too scary, I think. So
exactly. So, so screams mean something is very apparent, right? Yeah. There is no mistaking it. Your hair screams Julia Roberts. So, let's talk about this more. I mean, Lindsay, when do you feel like you hear this?
I guess when you're making comparisons or when, I think, comments about someone's look, right? Like if someone, I don't know, what would be an example of that? Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I hear it. Well, first of all, I don't watch reality TV, but I do like, I guess, would you consider like HGTV? I guess that's reality TV. Yeah. So I like that kind of reality TV. But I would hear it on that. Or maybe if I were watching, an award show and on the red carpet, they're saying, oh, your look screams blah, blah, blah. Right.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe your look screams some designer's name, right? Like it's very obvious that kind of dress was only made by that designer. And it's like, it's very clear, right? Something like that. Is that what you mean, Michelle?
Exactly. Right. There's no mistaking it, right? That's another expression. There's no mistaking it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like, also for, like we said, home improvement, or for example, like if a room is something completely ocean blue, somebody might make a joke, right? So it can be used in a humorous way too. You could say, oh, this room screams The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I love it. Or someone's look. I'm thinking about cities now, different cities. Someone's look could scream New York versus LA. Right. Even you could take this as far as saying someone's actions scream New York or this or that, walking fast on a sidewalk.
Right.
Like that.
It's this word embodies it, right? It's like saying something embodies something. It's like the exact picture of something.
I love that. That's so good. Very natural. Geez, these days we're getting some really natural ways to say things on All Ears English, Michelle. No textbooks here. Throw them out.
And this is so much better than if I said, Lindsay, oh, your hair looks like Julia Roberts. I mean,
thanks.
Like that's cool, but like to say screams, I mean, like Lindsay said, it's about being emphatic and it's about having fun with it. This image of it screams Julia Roberts.
It's unmistakable at that point, right? It's more fun.
Exactly. Like so fun. Another example could be, oh, her voice screams Christina Aguilera, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure. Or even like a poem or a painting could scream a certain artist because that style is so clearly, it's a certain artist, their way. Yeah.
Right. Or no, what's another example about like a personality? Could you have?
Let's see. I'm not seeing it right now, Michelle.
Okay. All right. It's up here.
You could say his personality screams TV dad, right? So what do we mean by that, TV dad?
It's kind of like this hokey, cheesy, right? I'm just imagining, those like 90s shows, right? So
like Tim Allen and Home Improvement.
That's exactly who I'm thinking
of. We're so connected, Michelle.
Exactly. Did you used to watch that show?
I would catch it on TV. I was never super into it, but it would always come on after something else I would watch, like 90210. I don't know.
I liked it. It was a fun show, but
yeah, it was a fun show. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, guys, this can be used as a compliment, really. I mean, like how I said it to Lindsay, but it can also be used in kind of a sarcastic way. I mean, or used to, I mean, really it can be used as an insult, right?
Sure.
If it screams something negative. So Lindsay, if I said, obviously it doesn't, your makeup screams clown right now.
Like if you put a little too much blush on, a little too much red on the nose, right? It's a bad makeup job. It screams clown. We have to go back in the bathroom and redo everything. Right.
Sure. Like I could hear somebody saying that, like I said, like on the red carpet, not to the person, but like they used to have those shows, they probably still do, where they're the day after they go over the fashion. And I could see somebody saying like, oh my gosh, her makeup screamed clown, you know?
I know it's hard. It must be hard, not only on the red carpet. You're right. All those shows, the Grammy Awards, whatever, they're all about the red carpet and the commentary on their dress and what they're wearing, but also just being a celebrity all over LA. Photographers are everywhere, and that's why people wear the hat, the sunglasses. They cover everything because they just want to go out for a coffee in the morning, and someone's going to go take a photo and say, oh, it screams no sleep, this person must be who knows the drama going on in their lives. They look
right. Oh gosh, oh my gosh. I mean, you could I think that would be very, very hard to live like that.
Very hard.
For sure. I mean, or let's say, I mean, this would be terrible if a teacher spoke like this, but like she could, like that essay screams laziness, right?
Yeah, some teachers will, especially in college.
Some really tough ones.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, college is a reality check. If you go to a good school where the teacher still has high standards, right? I mean, they'll be for me, bio 101 was a big reality check. It was really hard. So all of a sudden, no laziness. Like, let's do good writing for real. This is university. This is not high school anymore. So
right. Exactly. So guys, here's another episode. I'm going to give you another one, episode 529. And this is another way to, talk about something being very obvious, right? So 529 is, it's critically important that you avoid these redundancies in English. So talk a little bit about things being obvious there.
Yeah, that was a cool episode. I mean, see if you guys can find the redundancy right in that title, by the way. We won't talk about it too much, but a really cool topic for an episode. So go check that out.
Exactly. Yes. So, we've thrown out like a couple other ways you can say it. We were talking about embodies, to embody something, or, the other one was no mistaking it. So guys, write those down. Those might be key words, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Unmistakable, things like that. I mean, those are very clear. So this is a great way to say, if you want to make a clear link between something and something else, it's the best way to do it. Exactly. Should we throw out some more examples so our listeners really understand?
Yeah, let's have a little bit of fun with this, since we did some role plays. We gave some, well, I guess they weren't necessarily role plays, but they were a ton of examples. So let's call them role plays. Anyway, but let's talk about it in real, context. So Lindsay, I mean, what screams family vacation to you?
When I think of family vacation, I think of station wagons.
Yes.
And I think of that, remember those turtles that they used to put in the 90s above the cars? The turtle, like the big, like storage things. It's not literally a turtle. It's just a shell, and you could put all your stuff in it. That screams like 90s family vacation to me. A turtle on the top of your car, station wagon or SUV. Road trips, I guess, road trip games, camping maybe. What about you? What screams family vacation to you, Michelle?
The car as well. But like also just joking around with siblings or fighting with siblings. I mean, for me personally, my brother would always like get me to do ridiculous things. But or like in the pool, he would always like make rides for me, and we had a lot of fun. So like those memories to me scream family vacation.
Yeah, that makes sense. I love that. So good. It screams. Okay, what else? What about the 4th of July? I mean, what screams the 4th of July to you? This one's very easy to me.
Yeah. Fireworks, hot dogs,
barbecues, sandals, the beach.
Exactly.
The beach. Yeah.
The
good
beach.
Times. Oh,
and then good times. One more. What about, did you watch Full House?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like what screams Full House to you?
For me, like Jesse's slicked back hair.
Yeah.
Remember his hairdo? I thought it was so cool. His leather jacket and his hair.
The hair, huh?
Yeah, it's all about the hair for Jesse. That's what screams Full House to me. What about you?
Yeah, all those catchphrases, I guess, just like all those expressions and but I mean it just pure cheese. I mean, like very like emotional.
Yes. Right.
That's Full House. So like if let's say I was having a talk with somebody and I got really, really deep and I was kind of just like getting a little bit too much into it, and maybe they wanted to poke a little bit of fun at me. They might say like, oh, Michelle, you really scream Danny Tanner right now, which is the dad,
Exactly.
like who like gave like these cheesy talks, and it
At
was
the
famous.
end,
The
right?
music came on, and he would
Yeah.
give this talk.
Sitting down on the bed or on the
Yeah.
couch with one of his daughters. Let me tell you, like, let's
Exactly.
talk about when I was a kid, or
Yeah.
things like that. That does scream Full House. You're right, Michelle. So your friends would tease you and tell you, like, keep it light, pull it back.
No,
a little bit.
I'm not. I'm using it as an example. I'm sure I did. I'm sure.
Okay.
Why not?
I love that.
But,
so, guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, Full House was a really popular TV show in the 90s, right, Michelle? The 80s, the 90s. I don't even know any famous names that were in it now.
Bob Saget.
Anyways.
Oh my God.
Look it up. Check it out, guys. I'm sure there are still reruns on there. A great way to practice your English.
John Stamos. Sorry.
John Stamos. Yeah, he's still on TV, right?
Yeah, well, and then there's Lori Loughlin, who had the controversy.
Right. Oh my gosh, we could do another episode on that. Big controversy there. Guys, to be determined. It'll be coming soon. Coming soon. Coming soon. Yeah, cool. All right, so Michelle, let's wrap it up today. What's the takeaway for our listeners?
Definitely. Guys, I mean, this is a great word to use to, either make a joke or just relate something just give someone a compliment. I mean, there's so many ways that you can use this. So it can be used as like a really genuine compliment. It can be used, it can be a little tongue in cheek. You could insult someone with this word. So it's really, really diverse and fun. And it's so much more interesting than just saying, Lindsay, I like your hair. It looks like Julia Roberts. Like, it's just so much better than that. It's just adds so many layers.
Yeah, it's good. It's kind of a Swiss Army knife, this word, right? Yeah. Swiss Army knife in our back pocket. We could do a lot of things with it. Very useful. These are the kind of words you guys need to up your level to that full fluency level. So write this word down and just experiment with it in one way, next week. Give it a try and then try another way. This is what's going to get you to that fluency, that fearlessness in English, right, Michelle?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. Oh my gosh. This was so much fun, Lindsay.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. Thanks for hanging out today, Michelle. And I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.